Think back to the last time that you scrolled through your social media feed. You stumbled upon a post titled 21 Examples of Micro-Cheating, or Signs that your connection is real. Curiosity takes over and you begin to scroll. You find yourself scrolling about posts, talking about lies, infidelity, and even self-diagnosing depression. What really happens when we internalize these posts? We often develop unrealistic and unhealthy expectations of those around us. I'm no expert, I'm only here to share about the impact of social media on our friendships and relationships. We live in an age where information is directly at our fingertips. Social media algorithms know exactly how to capture our attention. They use bright colors, bold fonts, and catchy headlines to make us stop scrolling. Plus, they always have some relatable story that makes us think, oh, I need to know this. However, it's important to consider the impact of actually internalizing these posts. One of my best friends recently came up to me talking about how a guy she was talking to found her emojis an ick, and he didn't want to continue talking to her. Her emojis were an ick to him, and he didn't want to continue talking to her. Just let that sink in. Social media can lead us to believe that if we don't follow a specific criteria or a specific set of rules, something must be wrong. These posts can cause doubt, causing us to become hypervigilant about insignificant details. Terms such as red flags and green flags are loosely thrown around, often by people who have no expertise in these types of qualifications, though it still leads to us having unhealthy biases and thoughts regarding people and their relationships. Let's talk about comparison culture. Social media not only bombards us with seemingly perfect relationships and friendships, but it fosters a constant culture of comparison. We see our friends' highlight reels, their achievements, their stories, and we tend to compare. And they're all crafted to portray only the best moments of their lives. I won't lie to you though, I've done the same. Why would I want everyone to see the bad parts of my life? Meanwhile, keeping that in mind, we still tend to compare our unfiltered realities to these posts and stories. When we constantly compare ourselves to others' online personas, we tend to lose sight of the genuine connections that we have in real life. We may begin to question our friends and partners and others, thinking why they don't look like what we see online. This can cause insecurity and lead to feelings of disconnection. FOMO. I'm sure everyone has heard of the abbreviation FOMO, the fear of missing out. You don't have to admit it, and I know you don't want to, but I'm sure everyone has felt it at least once in their lives. Constant exposure to other social activities can cause you to feel left out or as if you're missing out, although you're really not. This can strain friendships and lead to feelings of loneliness. It puts pressure on us to constantly engage and participate, even at the expense of our mental health. We may feel obligated to attend every event or gathering, although we might need rest or alone time. Consequently, FOMO can lead to superficial interactions, and you may be wondering how so. We might attend not out of genuine interest, but simply just to avoid being left out. We could attend events and focus on getting the perfect picture for your Instagram story rather than having a genuinely good time with your friends. This can affect the quality of our connections and relationships. By prioritizing quantity over quality, we risk feeling even more disconnected. So, as we have seen, social media can significantly impact our friendships and relationships, and it can definitely change our perceptions on our connections with others. It creates unrealistic expectations, it fosters a constant culture of comparison, and it increases our fear of missing out. But real relationships aren't meant to be picture perfect or Instagram worthy all the time. We're human and we go through ups and downs, most of which will never end up on a snap streak or a highlight reel or an Instagram story. So, Sara, how do we combat these issues? Well, thank you for asking. The key lies in being mindful of how we use our social media to interact with others. It's about recognizing that what we see online is only a small part of the story, and by valuing the genuine connections that we have in real life. As Oscar Wilde widely said, "Be yourself, everyone else is already taken." So instead of trying to fit our relationships into an idealized social media mold, it's better to truly value the connections that we have in real life. Most importantly, be present with the people who truly matter, because in the end, it's not the likes or followers, it's the relationships and connections that you have with others that truly count. Thank you.